Good afternoon, everyone. This is Modupe Kenechidi, Relationship Talk Show with Modupe. I just want to quickly bring you to notice about my schedule. It's been very, 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 very tough for me to keep up to time. When I say 1 o'clock, I find myself struggling. And even when I say every 2 weeks, I've got a really, really tight schedule. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be coming up as often as I can. I cannot promise time anymore because I've come to realize it's not working for me because of the busy schedule I live every day. Okay, but now for you to be able to keep up with me and not to miss videos, because I've seen few people who've been actually challenging me that they don't see my video, or they don't know when I'm on and all that. So for you to be able to continue to see my broadcast, either you want to join in live or you want to be able to watch it after, please do join me. How is it called now? Become my friend. Subscribe as my friend on Are You Ready? It's my page on Facebook. Are you ready? Do come on to the page, join. Okay, the internet went off for a few minutes. What I'm saying is this: for you to continue to be notified whenever I'm online, I want you to go to my page on Facebook. It's called Are You Ready? Okay, you can't miss it. Are You Ready on Facebook? Join the page because I'm going to be coming live on that page. Are you ready? And if you are my friend there, you'll be able to be notified whenever I'm online, and you'll be able to watch all my videos, even the ones I've done before now. That's one. Secondly, for those who are not on Facebook, but you want your friends to join, you want your friends to enjoy it, but they are not on Facebook, you can also go and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, which is Ekene Chidi. You can't miss it. Ekene Chidi, Chidi. Okay, subscribe on Facebook. Are you ready? Subscribe on YouTube, Ekene Chidi, so that you'll be notified whenever I'm on. And you can also go back to watch any clips or any broadcast, or even repeat. Peradventure, there is someone you've been talking to or you've been trying to talk to concerning 1 or 2 topics I have treated, and you're finding it difficult. It's something you can easily do, Just send one of my video clips to them to listen to, and you'll be blessing them, you'll be ministering to them at the same time. Alright, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Ekene Chidi, and on my page on Facebook, Are You Ready? Alright, I want to quickly talk about Job and God. The relationship between Job and God. We can look at it in different ways, in different perspectives. Okay, everything in life is about perspective. How you see things, how you perceive things, may not always be the same way I see or perceive things. But we all can come together, in a round table and come to conclusion and agreement. And that is what we call solid communication, when there's an understanding, which is very paramount in every relationship, even between a child and a mother, between a son and a father. In marriage, in business, you need proper communication. Lay your cards on the table, break it down, let there be an understanding before you kick off. Okay, now, why am I talking about Job and God? And I'm bringing it to relationship, actually. And you can also apply it to every other part of your life. It depends on where you are right now. But I want you to learn something from God and Job. Now, the Bible records that Job was a steadfast man, was a good man, was a holy man. He was a righteous man. He did everything justly by the book. And even he makes sacrifices to God. Even in the place where he feels, I don't know, perhaps my children may have committed offense. They may have done something wrong that I do not even know as a parent. And he will even make sacrificial offerings, pleading to God on their behalf. That was how much he believed and trusted in God. And God loved him so much that God blessed him. He was one of the wealthiest men of his time. And even the Quran acknowledges the story, In the Quran, Job is called Ayub, Prophet Ayub. They acknowledge him as well. He was wealthy, a lot of livestock, children. He was blessed with lots of servants. Now, listen to the story now. And then the Bible records, and I don't know how it's recorded in the Quran. I don't know that part. But the one I know and I understand is the Bible. The Bible records that God was the one that told the devil about Job. The devil did not just go to attack Job, no. Now, not that he was blind to Job, but he believed even what he said to God. When God asked him, have you acknowledged my servant Job? Have you seen him? He's a righteous man. He's a steadfast man. I love that man. He is good. He's well behaved. He's well mannered. He has faith in me. He believes in me. And he will not even say negative about me. And then the devil said to God, why would he not be faithful to you? Is it not because you've blessed him? Is it not because you've been there for him? Now this is the message. God opened the devil's eyes. God opened the devil's eyes to Job. Now, in your marriage, how many people's eyes have you opened to your marriage? How many people's eyes have you opened to your business? How many people's eyes have you opened to that special child God has given you? I don't know if I'm saying something that makes sense. Your family is the way it is, and you're just marching forward, doing things the way you can do it to the best of your knowledge. And you are enjoying your marriage. Peradventure, your husband has been so faithful, so buoyant, so blessed. He's been the best you can ever imagine, you can ever pray for. I have seen women who would say, if I should come to this world again, if I'm opportuned to come to life again, to come to this world again, I will not choose to marry any other man but my husband. So also there are men like that, say, they will rain praises of their wife. There is nothing wrong in you appreciating, acknowledging your woman, your husband, your child. But before who are you acknowledging them? Before who are you praising them? Before who are you exalting them? Is it before the enemy? Is it before those who will be jealous of them? You understand what I'm saying? So let your praises, let it be kept in your home. Let your praises, let it be kept to the hearing of the person that deserves it, who is the person that you're talking to. There is nothing wrong in you appreciating your wife and telling your wife you appreciate her. So also vice versa to your children. I will narrow it down even to your place of work. If you have people working for you, and there is a particular one or two or three people that are so faithful, that are so steadfast, you don't have to rub it off on the face of every other person. No. When you love, fingers are not equal. You have 3, 4 children, even if it's just 2. You love both of them. Oh yes, you love them. But there will always be one that you will have this soft spot for more than the other. But you must not rub it on the face of the other person. It is dangerous. And in so doing, a lot of parents, we have created enmity between our children. As a wife, you have brought enemy into your marriage because you have exalted and boasted of your husband to your family, to your friends. Now, the word the Bible uses, God boasted of Job to the devil. God boasted of Job. So also God is boasting of you or of me in one way or the other. So also maybe even in the church, You are that person that is very hardworking. You are committed to service, and your pastor or your shepherd or your leader in fellowship is so proud of you, and they are boasting of you. It's written all over them because they know your words, they know your value, they know your contribution. Now, my message is this: be careful how you boast, because it is not everybody that will be happy about this person you are boasting of. It brings envy, it brings hatred, and it brings problem into the life of the people you are boasting of. And suddenly these people will begin to misbehave. Things begin to happen, and you begin to wonder what happened. I mean, I respect you so much. When did you become like this? Oh, you are the one that made them to become the way they became. This child was so honorable, was so loyal, he's obedient, he was doing very well in school. Suddenly, this child started misbehaving. But you have forgotten where you were boasting of this child. My son is the best. He is smart. He is very obedient. Who are you telling? Who are you telling? Who are you boasting about your child to? Who are you boasting about your steadfast wife to? Your wife has been so supportive, even financially, and she will not misbehave. And you are telling your friends, you are boasting and telling them. It is out of joy. It is not, you're not doing it out of hatred. You're not doing it because you want to spite somebody. No. But how are they seeing it? How are they receiving the message? From what perspective are they looking at what you are saying? The picture you are painting to them, from what perspective, from what angle are they looking at it? And suddenly you begin to wonder, why would my friend be envious of my wife? Why would my sister be envious of my brother? You have forgotten where you were boasting about them. So be careful how you boast. Because we saw the results of God boasting about Job. We saw the result of what happened in his life. The Bible records that in one day, just one single day, under 24 hours, he lost all his children, about 8 of them. His livestock, his business, everything collapsed under 24 hours. And today, people who have chosen to be ignorant of the devices of the enemy will tell me today, oh, it was a coincidence. It was the storm that made the house to collapse on the children and killed maybe 4 of them. And then it was a stampede or something, some stupid analogy, and they become some detective suddenly and begin to tell you, begin to analyze. Oh, I have a brother like that. You can, and before you say anything, he will go to Google and check it out before he gives you an answer. They can analyze. They will not, they say, no, you don't say everything is spiritual. It is not spiritual, It is a stampede. It was because maybe the cow were hungry. They did not feed them on time. And then there was a stampede. And then they ran over maybe 2 of the children. These are the same cow that have been in the same farm for years. How come it is the same day, the very same day, that there has to be a stampede that will take life? The same day all the livestock were destroyed in the farm, there was locust. The same day a house has to collapse on 4 children. The same day. And it is coincidence. But why God allowed the devil? Say, go ahead. I trust Job. I believe so much in Job. So if you want to test him, if you want to try him with tribulation, with anything, go ahead and do it. And I will tell you, nothing will happen. Only his life you must not take. I have seen movies, I don't know if it happens in real life, where a man will boast to his friends that my wife is faithful. And they will even bet and say, listen, I will go and try your wife. And the man will say, go ahead and try her. Do whatever you want to do. I know my wife will not concede low to whatever offer you bring to her. My dear brothers and sisters, fathers, mothers, listen. In which way or in what form have we brought problem upon yourself or upon your so-called loved ones by your boasting? Why don't you tell God that God should show mercy? God should forgive you. That is not intentional. And they will say, oh, with the problem you're having, the cause of your problem is your father. The cause of your problem is your mother. Your mother has not enchanted you. Your father has not done evil against you. But they have boasted. They are so proud of you that they cannot contain it. And they are telling it to the world and they are telling it to the wrong people. Talk to God. In where have I been boasted of? In which form has challenges and tribulation come into my life unknown? Even in the church of God, you will see somebody who is so fragile, so agile, so determined, so steadfast. Before you say, are you ready to do this? The person will jump 10 times. And the pastor is so excited, the pastor will carry the person on the head and say, yes, I trust this woman. I trust this man. The moment I call this onibody to do something for me, the onibody will go. The moment I call this sister to do something for me, I know she will do it. I am confident. And they have shown it to the whole world, and haters arose. Haters arose for them. Challenges arose from them. Enemies arose for them. Which enemy has arose because of you or because of your boasting to people? You don't understand. Wherever you have caused problem into the life of others because you have boasted, ask God to show mercy. That God should forgive, God should restore. And learn from this little parable. Learn from this little story. And begin to share and bless somebody. Peradventure, there is a family struggling. Or they don't even, especially young ones. Let them learn from this little story. Be careful how you boast about your loved ones. Be very, very careful. Learn from God and Job. I believe my 10 minutes is over up. Okay? So talk to God to teach you how to behave, how to talk. There is even when I don't know, you also even need to pray. This is another prayer point. God, help me to contain my joy. Help me to contain my joy. You know, help me to contain. Yoruba will say, "Ọ̀rọ̀ mi lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ níkùn àgbà." That means to say, an elderly person will have so much words or so much information, but rather than saying it, they keep it right within them. They keep it within them. You know, their information in the there's so much information my dad is holding, my mother is holding. They must not go to the grave with all this information. They hold it because why? They know if they see some certain things, it may destroy some things. So we pray that the Lord will teach you how to curtail your joy and your love for your loved ones, so that you do not use your own mouth to bring problem upon their life. If there be anyone you have brought problem upon their life because you have boasted of them, you have shown them to the world that yes, I trust this person. Even if everybody will leave me, I know this woman will not leave me. Even if everybody will leave my church, I know, this evangelist will not leave my church. You have boasted in the ears of the wrong people. And because of that, you have brought trouble into their life. You that have used your mouth to bring that trouble in their life, pray them out of that trouble. And as you do so, God will liberate you accept. My time is super up. I pray by the grace of God that tomorrow will be another day. I remain Mudukwe Ikene Chidi. God bless you. Do share the program. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Ikene Chidi. And to this page, are you ready? God bless you, very good.